There we go. Let's have some fun, guys. It will be Vitality versus Renegades to bring in the third game of the day. Another best of 2, of course. And in terms of the layouts, it's really important for Renegades. Vitality are pretty much guaranteed top 2 at this stage with the fantastic results they've had so far. They've currently gone 7-1. So this is their final game and a chance for them to really lay their mark on the leaderboard here. Renegades right at the bottom. I think they're, if I'm not mistaken, 1-5 right now.
1-5, yeah.
So they need this to even stand a chance. Can they even make it out at this stage?
They would still be reliant on like Liquid to lose out or something like that. I mean, if they won, like Liquid only have 3 wins, right?
So if Liquid gets 0-2 and these guys win both maps, there's a chance.
There's a small chance, yeah. Did Liquid didn't play earlier today?
No,
right?
they're playing the 2 last ones.
They're playing the 2 last ones, so those would be really important then. Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
Renegade's just going to try their heart out and then hope that Liquid blow it. And Liquid, they're not happy, man. I was playing ping pong with Elige like these last couple of days. Yesterday, I was like, dude, you want to play Elige? I was like, do you want to play ping pong? He's like, man, maybe after I get happy, because right now I'm not happy.
Damn, that's okay. That's a bit dark.
Yeah.
Well, here we go then, ladies and gents. We'll take this one a little bit more seriously considering it's a new map and there's a lot on the line here. We're going to have RPK pushing in towards the mid area, taking down Liaz. That's going to push Renegades back in towards that A site. You can see them actually B site, Mikey Pardon, as they make their way through. It will be Apex challenging. That's such a difficult position to hold the servers. Smooya will find that headshot. Bomb going down. You'll see a lot of smoke plants here on Vertigo. Jacob trying to push past and just stifle the CT. They try and wait their way through. It's such a 3 versus 2 now. Both CTs in the same position. No utility, no kits. Looking very unlikely they can do anything with this.
Very tough to retake that B-bomb site in general. If you're a little bit too late, if you've let the Ts establish themselves on that site, it's so many angles to clear out.
Ooh, that was clean.
Nice start.
He sees one. There's a chance here. Very important kill. They can stick the bomb. Oh, that's a great late
that's
molly.
Practiced. That's practiced.
Do they have time to defuse is the question.
They don't have a kit.
Oh, they don't even have a kit to go for this. No chance.
Damn.
First of all, thank you to the Renegades for going to the B site for once.
Yeah, that's a first.
Even on the pistol, it's been mostly A hits, long, delayed, messy A hits. So
a lot of wall spamming.
Yeah, maybe there'll be more B action. Maybe there'll be more B action. Now, really, I swear the keys to this map is at mid, but it seems like teams are skipping that, going right for the A plays. Yeah. We'll see if there's some fresh takes on this.
On this map.
Mid is
it's
mid is actually
play.
Dynamic. It's cool. There's that Tetris boost that Operas can abuse. There's a lot of different angles.
I mean, we've seen a couple of teams use it. I mean, when me and Henry have been playing it together with Chad, we're using a lot of boosts everywhere on that map.
Yeah, the 3-man boost you can do on the door and CT spawn. You can do multiple towards that A site as well. Middle is an interesting area. I want to see how this plays out because it's a really difficult angle to hold and to push as well. It's difficult for both sides. It's such a tight, awful choke on that window. Good for flashbangs. There's a couple of mollies you can do, but essentially it's not super useful on the CT side. It's a couple of sets smokes you can do.
Ooh.
And this new angle, this is the update, right? You can actually boost up now in towards the wooden bordered area as MBK finds a headshot. We can see how that angle was actually giving the CTs a little bit more to work with.
It's kind of this brutal headshot angle. Oh, is there a way to walk
you
up?
can
Oh,
the
wow.
side,
Okay, so it's a safe boost then. You don't have to like run up and jump through into a crossfire. You can just take your time with it. They could even smoke the right side. You could split to B off of this if you wanted to. I mean, we don't know where they're taking it, but there's some kills that come early on from that angle.
Thick and fast.
It was Twist who plays A site, and he said he's had a great time holding this one wood part, right?
Yeah, it's kind of funny to see like how different the opinions are on the map, like from various players. Like Twist, who is obviously mostly affected by this kind of change. Yeah, like he likes the change. Then, and obviously, judging from what Amapet was telling us on the side of HenryG, he was not a fan of the change at all. He thought it was more difficult for the CTs, and Twist on his end was like, "Yeah, no, I'm loving this."
Yeah, he's like, no one's come up A ramp since I've been standing there. But that could just because it could be confirmation bias just because he's so good. But maybe there's a lesson to be learned because of how good he is. It's already 1-on-1 on the A site. It's a retake spot here for the CTs. You can't actually smoke that easily. So, oh, it's a full spam. Alex looked like he could have died there.
It's dangerous.
He traded up for 4 bullets. Okay. And the A site boxes are they smaller?
Yeah, there used to be a double stack there.
Oh my god, looks so weird.
He's running out of time
here.
Dude, 5 seconds. He's committed to the goblin hole. Hasn't
god.
worked out.
No time.
Now can't plant the bomb.
Not something you normally see JKS do.
No,
That's
he's
really
a
weird.
master
Yeah.
of the 1v1, isn't he?
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, might be feeling a little bit uncomfortable due to the map. Might have played this a bunch in that sort of scenario.
I do also feel like terrified of trying to plant on that side if there's not like 15 smokes down.
Yeah.
It does, because I mean, one thing that the CTs do have going for them, even with how hard it's been to just hold the site, like diving through smokes to deny a bomb plant was one of the things that you could very easily do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the teams approach this. As I said, we like middle, just like from a theoretical point of view. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not Vitality is deciding to play that aggressive, if they want to hang back behind the sandbags, or like what their approach is going to be to it.
I'm interested to see how scaffolding will play out now towards that.
Oh,
RPK
knows.
This is CT favored, right? Sometimes it's impossible to see from a T perspective.
Side, you can, unless they're super close, right to the edge.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I can't
see
anything.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
So like
right?
it makes sense though, right? Because it's a decent CT angle, but T's they're not going to sit there checking it. But if you do detect a push and you're in that position, you can take him down. I wouldn't like to just make that position null and void.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Side, right?
No, for sure. There's a flash to peek. RPK saw 2. T's look like they're going to go B again. Yeah, so it looks like Renegades are taking a different approach. They're not really messing maybe with the new changes. And I mean, for a while, it seemed like everyone was just rushing B every round. So maybe they're just going back to that a little bit.
It's such a difficult bomb set.
Yeah, it really is.
The smoke's down, like that's such an awkward choke point to get through. Trying to get some damage done, simply due to the fact that it's easy set incendiaries you can do to the bottom of the stairs and the top of it, so you can't even think about pushing through them. You double that, and then you got like a 10-second grace period. You got to try and set up and get smokes down there. The CT's got to constantly probe you and pick through. So
yeah.
Do we think the B side is more like speed is power on that map? Obviously, like it's going to be difficult.
The only way
initially,
they just change
like,
the timing a little bit.
When I know the money's like they've got to buy and that money's not quite there, they won't have the incendiaries. That's what I'm calling go B, right? That's what I'm saying. 5-man pushing towards B.
Yeah, and you got to be quick about it as well. You can't like get stuck on the stairs.
You have to try and beat the grenades there.
Like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they go up quick, just like you were saying. That's a bunch of kills their way. Okay, so if we run the meta back a little bit, so let's say A site is no longer as favorable for the T's, or T's don't want to mess with it as much, then they think about going B, and then that's where mid comes into play because you have that boost. So if the CTs can get control of that boost area,
quick rotation,
then it's so much easier to defend the B site without actually playing in the site. But now, because of that open wall at A site, it's going to make less sense to play retake on A instead. You kind of want to have 2, maybe 1 challenging, 1 holding for the ramp.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Like, I mean, before the change, it was a lot of like 3 players towards A. Like, you wouldn't necessarily, think too much about the A bomb site or the B bomb site. Now we've seen Vitality stack up with 3 at times, obviously because of that quick rotation.
Could have been an unfavorable push. It just rocks the CT rotations. They're all going to try to make sure that no one's running up the A ramp after that. Bomb is spotted, and they'll start to disperse. But it's quiet. There's no plant so far.
Alex, you need to go on the side to make that jump.
There you go.
Right? There you go.
I haven't seen that yet. So that's kind of cool. It's a more higher up angle for the CTs. Look above the smokes potentially.
Yeah. It's a better angle.
They switched the wall,
and you can jump on Goblin Hole now. You can actually jump up there by yourself without a boost.
Okay. Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a little box. All right, so the plant coming in. You can see not as much cover now on the T side to try and get that bomb down. It's a lot scarier, isn't it? So the smokes don't guide you as much.
RPK should be holding that. Oh, okay. He didn't realize.
Late flame from Apex.
Dude, that was a round that Vitality had in spades. They had 2 kills right off the bat, and then they answered back because Zywoo pushed towards A. If Zywoo didn't push at all, then they would have been just 5v3 the whole time. So that was a pretty
cool execute, though.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
I'm curious if we're going to see, like... I think it's a necessity for... Whenever you want to go towards A, you need to have 1 guy towards mid on the T side. Otherwise, you're so open to flanks at some point. Like, it's going to take you a while to get up that A ramp, but... If that's going to lead to late lurks around throughout the, like, pretty much through CT spawn / mid over towards that A bomb site, if that's going to be a prominent thing.
I liked where that was going. When the mid rounds had more to do with who was flanking mid A. Okay, there's finally the boost being used. MBK gets killed. Zywoo managed to escape.
Oh, don't put him incendiary.
Oh, that's
Alex,
the wrong
no.
name. Oh my god.
Has he not got quick switches on his keys?
I know, come on, man.
I don't think he does.
Can't be pressing.
He was scrolling. He was scrolling.
That's Robin. Tell him.
No, I mean, this is obviously
Dude, he's not the only one, which is annoying, too.
Counter-Strike.
That's like the first day.
I know, right?
First day.
That and auto web switch is just like...
It costs you 1 day to learn the muscle memory. That's it. Change your career as a pro player for the rest of your life.
Anyone watching now, if you don't have an individual key for every single grenade, you're doing it wrong. Even the decoy, get a separate fucking key.
I mean, if you buy a decoy, you've already made a mistake, I feel like.
Yeah, but that it doesn't have to be like somewhere close. It could be somewhere.
My decoy's on C.
My decoy's on X. My molly's on C.
F.
Molly's on V for me.
Yeah.
I've got smoke for C.
4 HE, mouse flash is mouse 4 and 5.
So it means if you're blind, that won't happen. Anyway, pushing towards...
This is the tempo.
B site now. We're going to see Renegades with the smokes down. You can see them towards quad. They are vulnerable to grenades. You can bounce them around the corner there. Denying the plant. It's worked out. Alex on a tear. After recovering from his sandbags blunder, he will be finding the 3 versus 1 now. It will be Azza with 30 seconds remaining, holding towards this B side of the map. waiting for a mistake, but if Vitality is smart, they don't have to do anything until he fully commits here. They've got a nice crossfire, protecting each other, and there it is. Worked out very nicely. Good discipline. Vitality pick up a well-deserved round.
The execute was really good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But you got to respect the push, because I think the only time that Renegades probably practice that execute is like in dry runs. So they do that, they think, all right, then we sit in these after plant positions. No one's going to run through the middle of the site like Alex did, and Alex not respecting that catches them off guard. So
yeah,
gotta like that.
It's like, yeah, good execute, but yeah, bit of a mental lapse on the side of Renegades to not have anyone basically pitted around quad. I think that's such a vital position. Either if you're T, like in an after plan, or just a CT for the initial defense. Oh. Bit of a late smoke.
Oh, it's deep into the ramp. They're not expecting Smooya here, but he can actually get up himself, right?
Not with the jump from here.
Oh my god, he can almost... Oh, okay,
no, yeah,
right.
Alex can.
Two-way street. Okay.
He's going to keep going
Man,
aggressive.
is it even favorable to peek this ramp? It wasn't before.
I kind of like that. You see that? Because they removed the top railing, right, from the tarp. So you can create like a mini tower over there.
Yeah.
To get some nifty angles.
That's true.
That's a good shot from Mazza. Diving onto the bomb site. And again, not as easy to plant on this one, but I guess if you just remove every CT around, helps out. Oh, is Zywoo not aware?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He gets the kill. Bombs down. It's 1v2.
Low HP
RPK is on site as well, and he knows what the low HP.
Yeah, you can't forget about Azad right now.
He wins these all day.
That wall is spammable, by the way. The one that Azad's behind.
Paper thin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually just fully flanking both right now. If he's he saw Shadow. Oh,
no,
that's
nice
a shot.
That's
damn,
quick.
Dude.
God damn.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Everything cool over there?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, explosive start so far though. 7 rounds in already. It's been fast actually.
So far, it looks good. There's like good diversity between which sites are being taken.
I guess mid is the only area we haven't really seen Renegades try to pressure,
going right
or
for
like
the sites.
Vitality try to do
It's
something
such
with.
a difficult angle. It's like too much of a gamble, I think. Like the only thing you can do is you can do a couple of flashes. If you're going to go fast at least, which is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And the CTs, they can have a boosted player. They can have 2 there. They can HE. They can Sentry to start.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really rough one to try and break through.
And they can pre-nade everything, so yeah. So.
I think the key about that is though, like you have to recognize whether or not Vitality are, even bothering playing two players towards that area.
What I would see being the future of middle is just taking vision away from that area to enable you to get on the elevator, just to take that presence away completely. So you Molotov sandbags, you get control of middle, dropping down onto the elevator when they don't know what's going on middle, then you go towards A. That would be the best way to operate, I think.
So teams actually, well, what Furia does, they take mid every round on the CT side. On T side, they actually just wait it out. So if you throw grenades, they just wait a long time, and they're like, we want mid eventually. We'll just take it.
Or hold the boost, drive from the B, the window. You want to hold an angle there too, so that you don't have the CT rotate.
The little Tetris boost.
Cut him off,
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you don't take mid, but you at least have one person there all times to just cover the flank, or maybe like cover that area. Because right now that would be covered, right? He's worried at the moment for mid.
Are they trying to sell a B fake here? Not that committed, I guess. It was just one smoke up on the site, but that's just like MBK's position with the Tetris box. It's kind of nice that you can get a headshot angle without necessarily jumping into the window.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool duel actually.
Yeah,
like it's really difficult to hold that angle, but if you can hit the shots, it's really beneficial. It's certainly a bit of give and take. But Renegades will be focusing towards the A side of things here. Molotov's coming through. There is a gap. That's a new one, of course, and Zywoo can't capitalize upon it. Flashbangs coming through is the final execution from Renegades. Not as easy to get the bomb down now. Less cover, but you can see him trying to make up for it. There's smokes all over the site, on top of it as well, but RPK snuck through. 8 seconds remaining. Is it enough? They will be planting. They'll have to try and deny the plant. Not going to happen. Apex will be dropped as well. Very touch and go for Renegades, considering the time and HP, but they will actually win out with the round. 4-4. Vitality, I believe, will be in eco territory now.
Man, I like that we don't see these extended post-plant situations A.
Yeah.
Like, the action's happening a lot more quickly.
It's all because of the box.
The boxes are smaller. Yeah.
Because before, you could tuck yourself in, be fully covered from all angles with the smokes there. You couldn't even push. You couldn't go on top.
Yeah.
So now with that spam potential of actually hitting the plants out when he's going for it, instead of him being fully protected, it makes sense. Yeah. I think that's a lot better.
It's looking more fun now. That's for sure.
Like that mid window, right? It's got only one hole beneath it, so it looks like you just throw smokes through Molotovs. You actually can't. That's a down smoke. Really efficient. You can see above there's one hole.
I've seen
they
that.
They need to open that up, I think. But CTs can actually then really utilize it correctly. That's one thing for me. Like it's really quite difficult to do anything with the CT mid.
Well, would you argue the fact that maybe it's because right now I feel like it's really hard for the T's?
No,
right?
it's
So
just
maybe
like
open
the
up
whole
for the
area
T
needs like a bit of a look at that.
Because
feng shui.
as soon as I saw the window, I thought that you could like smoke off
you
the
assume,
box,
right,
like
yeah.
cut off the mid area a little bit.
There's a Molotov you can throw towards the sandbags on the T side. Like that's about it. Like it's really difficult. Apart from like some flashes to do with it, it's not that useful. Nice
I guess smoke-wise, there might be some different opportunities with the glass windows back in T-spawn.
Oh yeah, there's lots of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
but you know, again, it's got to take time for,
It's just
for
difficult
teams to figure these things out.
Like to justify time to commit to it when the map's in its infancy like this, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to learn all those smokes. Like I kind of pissed already because I spent so long learning the last version of Vertigo last week, and now I'm just like, okay, a lot of the setups we came up with, like Chad and I came up with like 4-8 pushes on the CT side to counter.
Yeah, they're all
saying.
gone.
We came up with this like dope system that I was winning every single round of the CT side at A, and now it's all irrelevant. So back to the drawing board for Chad and I. But
At least you got the land dungeon.
we've got a dungeon. We can.
You guys are really stepping up there with the strats and stuff. I really feel like you guys have something
when Chad and I
here.
play, we're both so competitive. We've agreed we're going to do theory side as well. We sit on our own private server, going over smokes and tactics and stuff.
Well,
it's like little
that's
two-man
You should
players.
join in on our Face It games.
Yeah.
Like it gets
I mean,
pretty wild.
I see you guys in the Discord, and that Discord is obviously not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not. It's really not. A lot of things going on there. A lot of conversations, a lot of concepts, a lot of different ideas being thrown around. It's an open space, you know. No shame there.
Absolutely.
Launders, I'll send you an invite. I feel like you could do well on that Discord. Oh,
no, so it's already been excluded.
Hold on, what's happened here?
Have you plugged yourself out?
I think there's a switch on these things. Have you taken it off?
Oh wait, I'll check it for you. Should be on this end. No, it's on, so that's a good sign.
All right, well,
It's all right. We'll just wait.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
we'll just wait.
You'll be back.
We're back now, I think.
Aggressive push on ramp, not working out for Vitality.
Ooh.
Apex still camping it out over on B. Getting another pistol round for Vitality. I'm actually curious, whose pick was this? I'm kind of assuming it would have been Renegades.
Yeah, I'm going to guess Renegades by the way they're playing the T side.
Yeah, you can tell that they definitely went through some strats coming into this game.
Yeah, they, like the AX, like when you
Yeah.
see like all the pretty much like the Beautiful Mind stuff going on with like the grid of just nade trajectories just flying all over the place. You're like, yeah, they've practiced this.
But you can also tell that it's so new to them too, because everyone's literally standing there, all four of them with smokes in their nades, like really like finding the spot.
Yeah,
and
it's like,
taking them
you got it,
forever
you
to-
got it, you ready?
Yeah, if Vitality just like 2 flashbangs there, just push.
Yeah.
Everyone's just sitting there with smoke grenades.
Yeah, and I was on the team bus with Renegades, and Smooyo was like, "Well, time to take a first crack at Vertigo." So I wonder if that means they've
It's like first time he's playing it?
Yeah, he's like, well,
Here we go
Oopsie.
again. Damn.
oh well, we'll see. Maybe that means in a match, hopefully.
Yeah, you'd hope so, right?
But
Not the
so
first
here's
time we've seen it,
here's the
I
thing though, right? I actually think this is kind of smart. We were talking about this LAN event to be like a boot camp.
Testing ground,
Right?
yeah.
It's already out of the tournament, right? So like,
Sure.
if it makes total sense then if this was their pick, get some official experience. Vitality's already through that first place.
Maybe
Yeah,
this is
that's-
going to be like,
everyone's winning.
yeah.
It's a beneficial exercise for everyone.
Maybe this is going to be like the the ace up the sleeve for Renegades at Dallas. Could be.
Quite possibly.
See now though, slowed things down a little bit. Was not a practice nade.
The nades get a hell of a lot stronger. I'm trying to like visualize if I'm a T coming up the A ramp, I'm so scared that someone's just gonna drop it like bowl a nade onto my feet.
Yeah, the now with the gap,
Yeah.
right click nades.
Because before you had to like right and left click.
Yeah, above the wall, and then you had to like, or you had to bank it off the crane thingy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It became like a lot of trigonometry went into that.
Yeah, and
Geometry.
like, the longer your nade throw, the less damage it's probably going to do. Just so this makes it a little different. But yeah, if it encourages the 2-on-2,
Oh, that's a deeper angle than
nice
before, isn't
sight
it?
diversity. Oh, with this box maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a deeper angle than you could get before.
That's something you might like half clear and then let someone.
Yeah,
run
exactly.
By,
You
so
do
we'll
a
see.
quick glance.
One of those, punish someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't seem like okay. So I thought that people were going to smoke off one side of the wood and then try the boost that way, because then since they can walk up into it, they can literally split the site walking onto the thing. That's like one way. Oh my god, there's no way they're going to notice that easily, right? It's just he doesn't have much time to shoot. It depends how they go for the plant.
Yeah.
Oh, they're running into this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you do
Apex.
that.
Yep.
So
Take
they-
notes.
They mollied it. It only ended up being worse for them. That smoke went down. Just like no,
they're
they
aware of
see
the
anything.
position at least.
Well, that's a great round from Apex. He's actually on for an ace. No, it's Alex to get the last one, unfortunately.
By the way, for those who don't know, you can actually shoot under the crane, like I guess the filling, the whatever kind of surface there is, like between the floor and.
There's like a wood pallet behind it or something.
I'm not sure if it's like a wood or something. It's just like gray matter kind of thing. It's like same thing as the bomb train on train. Like it's just black, right? But you can shoot through it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've lost you.
Okay, you got the crane, right?
Yeah.
And you know when you're halfway up the ramp as a T?
Sure.
Yeah, so you'll see there's a tiny gap between the actual crane and the flooring.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, you can spam through that.
Yeah, to the right there, you see there?
Yeah, that's exactly where.
Yeah.
Shout out, by the way. So Steel corrected me. All
that?
the vetoes were done before the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, before the weekend started?
Before the tournament. So
okay.
Like before Renegades 2, they were out.
Oh no! But
and also before the
they
update.
submitted maps before, but the vetoes were actually like some of them were randomized based on what you picked, or you knew what maps you were playing.
Well, Josh should come here too, yeah. But
so you knew what maps you were playing before the event.
Get that mic stand up, please. Let's go. He's coming in.
Give it a shot.
So it's a blind veto. Am I on?
Yeah.
Good. It's a blind veto. So you submit 3 maps in order of like what you want the most, and then 2 maps that you're gonna ban or don't
take out.
want.
Yeah.
So you submit that for every matchup.
So it's different for a matchup?
You do five sets of blind vetoes. So for Renegades, we said 1, 2, and 3 are our top 3 picks for against them, and then these are the teams we don't want to play against them. And then we do something different with Liquid for all the teams. And then so that means that Renegades submitted it with Vertigo being like one of their pick maps before they played their first map. Even like I think we submitted it like Wednesday at 7 p.m. and then the first game was Thursday morning.
Okay.
All right.
So all of this was determined before they even knew that they only had 3 points right now.
Gotcha.
And I think even if they go 2-0 Vitality and then 2-0 was it Liquid after, they have a chance of being in. They're
they have a chance, yes.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They do have a chance, yeah.
And there is
it's very small.
There is a world where there could be some stupid like 3-way tie as well.
Yeah,
yes, there's a
the
tiebreaker slot reserved just in case that happens.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was the point. So it's not that they're like, oh, we're out of the tournament. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna like just pick Vertigo. This is something I guess that they determined beforehand.
Yeah.
Maybe they still want to use it at Dallas, and this is just like a way to practice it. But
what's your opinion on the A-side changes? Did you ever mention?
I think this map is shit.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, very plainly put.
No, there you go.
No, but John, he
Say
would
no
actually
more,
let's talk about this because we were just talking before
by
the
the way,
game, right?
Triple boost.
That's a triple.
Okay, yeah. So
It's started Nico, but Josh was saying more so like he thinks that this will change the outcome of the game a little bit in terms of buys.
So yeah,
Okay.
so I read a comment. Yeah, okay.
No, fuck this. Yeah,
the
keep
tension.
talking, yeah.
Wow, this boost. Oh my God, does Alex see
Are
his
you being
head?
sarcastic
Oh my
there,
God.
Josh?
I feel like, yeah.
Alex misses the shot.
I'm not sure.
He
There's
lived
a
in the
little bit of
UK for a bit, so I think you rubbed off on it.
Sorry, you do your thing, man. It's your show.
Okay, so I was
Here
reading
we
a
go.
comment that made a little bit of sense. There was like, okay, they make Vertigo a map where it's like if you want to go B, you need like shotguns and SMGs to fly around the corners because a million hiding spots at 90-degree angles and stuff. But then if you go A, you need rifles for it. But Counter-Strike isn't a game where you could just have like, oh, let's do like SMGs, and then if you're CT side, just to defend B, and then be like, oh, well, we have to retake A, we need rifles. That's like what Rainbow Six is, right? You can have your primary gun and then just pull out an SMG and just like run around the corner and one-tap anyone, even with an SMG. This game's not like that though, so it's just like, it feels like you're putting like a Rainbow Six map into a different game. And now here's the conspiracy theory. Robin thinks that Valve
Don't
might...
mention it.
Don't?
Come
Okay,
on,
never mind.
no, go
Oh
ahead.
my God!
Do it.
Yeah,
Spill the beans.
Right now.
Spill
Oh
the
my
beans.
gosh.
I'll let
yes.
him do it if he wants
No,
to.
Because of what he just said, right? In my mind, I'm like, well, this is Valve we're talking about. What are the odds we get like a mini shotgun as a pistol slot?
Oh,
like a
okay.
sawed-off.
The sawed-off. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that in
2 bullets
PUBG?
only. Yeah.
They had that.
No,
They had
no,
they had a shotgun pistol slot.
Yeah, there's
What
one
is-
that has, and the shotgun would then obviously only have 2 bullets.
Yeah.
Right? And that's it, right? You download, but it would solve what Josh was saying of close combat and like
If
fighting in
Well,
a distance.
if they're listening, low ammo is not a good nerf because if your bullets are strong and you get 1
They
kill, then
still
people
die.
are going to
Yeah,
buy it.
exactly.
So that's
I
what happened
like
with the CZ.
I was just about to point it out. Then obviously the only reason why it got nerfed was because you picked that weapon up like so fast. The animation of going from the AWP, for example, to the pistol was just so fast. It's the same thing there, like Launders was saying. You do the same kind of mechanic with that, say, this sawed-off shotgun idea. even if you do it fast, the idea then should be that the damage should be a little bit less.
Yeah.
If this happens, I'm gonna be really pissed at you.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
yeah, this will actually be
Josh,
directly your fault.
Hey, no. I stopped from saying it. That was completely on you if you wanted to commit to it, saying it or not. You could have made some bullshit theory up, like, oh yeah, my theory is that Valve doesn't care. Like, I don't know.
I mean, maybe I just want this game to turn into Rainbow Six. Who knows?
Oh damn.
Yeah, you've
Wouldn't
got
surprise me.
different
No,
prerogatives
no,
working at
wouldn't
Twitch.
surprise
We
me,
don't
yeah,
know what
you
his underhanded intentions are.
What is content?
That's a
anyway?
spray. That's a good angle.
Yeah.
Valve's just like, we banned Steel, but he just wouldn't quit the game, so we put Vertigo in.
That'll teach him.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
Now we're bringing out
force him
the
to
sawed-up
quit.
shotguns.
Well, if you won't leave, at least he'll hit being an IGL.
Damn. Wow.
Hopefully it didn't go that far. Probably didn't.
I'm assuming that Vertigo is not a part of your map pool then. As of right now?
We played the original version of Vertigo when it came out, but then some of the tournaments that we're going to still were using cash.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
online qualifiers, the first stage of Pro League, for example. So we didn't want to
Mess that up.
We stopped playing Vertigo, but we had like a bunch of reps on it, and then since we've been here, we've not had a chance to play the new update. So yeah, it's not part of it right now.
All right.
Just to be clear, it was Vitality to pick this map. Just so everyone knows.
Oh,
Okay?
really?
Yeah, Renegades came over and told me they just wanted to. Everyone was clear. Vitality picked this. It's not like part of the Renegades
there we
machine
go.
right now. Vitality. Picked
Oh, so that it's even more impressive then.
Yeah.
Oh, it says
by
there. Oh,
Vitality.
cheeky little graphic
Oh,
there.
picked by Vitality.
Oh,
Thank
damn.
you so much.
Everyone's on the same page.
DJ,
Yeah.
now everyone's on the same page. First time we've seen that.
Yep.
It's been there the whole event.
It's indeed.
We're just not used to
Yeah,
fancy
but
things
yeah,
like
all
that.
of
it means that Renegades didn't say no to it as well, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're willing to
they,
float
they
it.
left it in.
But that I like that then because, like I said, we were talking about it before. You can tell then that Renegades did some work heading into this game, and then what will be funny here now then switching over.
See what Vitality has to
Vitality
offer.
picks Overpass Nuke Vertigo. Renegades bans Overpass Nuke, which means the Vertigo's left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't like the map very much, but what do you think about the A site changes that make it worse or better in your eyes on paper?
I haven't had any playtime with that change, so I don't know. On paper, it's like it sounds like it's going to give an advantage to the CTs, like, oh, they could just drop down ramp fast, but then also there's the whole aspect of the T's just being able to use it as an angle, jump up, use that rail to walk around, have like a secondary entrance, will you,
Like a way
into
to
the
split?
site, but it's
Yeah.
just like, it's just smoke, plant, hope you don't get spammed.
Do you think there's potential with the map though? Because I mean, you remember the original Overpass? That was not a great map by any means, but it's turned out to be a pretty good one, right? Over time, like obviously it took quite a bit of time, but you know, in the end we got there. Do you think it could be the same case scenario for Vertigo?
I think Overpass had like a lot of potential with the way that the initial layout was. I think that the biggest issues was that A site only had that one
entrance?
pretty narrow entrance to the site, like long just connected back with short.
Yeah.
Whereas now long and short are completely separate. And then on top of that, so you had that basically that one entrance, and then long doesn't really accomplish much for you in that old version. So if you're CT side, you just take door control.
And that was it.
You can't really just be like, oh, they're in door, let's rush up long. That didn't work.
Yeah.
So Overpass there had potential for like, oh, we could just make these few adjustments and then suddenly it's good. I don't know about this layout. I feel like everyone's so concerned about like A and B. Like B, there's so many all of these angles. A, just smoke it out and plant and whatever. But what about middle? Like middle seems like really weird as well with the timings, with like the cover that the CTs have, that window to B. Like,
Do you think it's weakened for CTs? Is that the issue?
I feel like it's weird. I think that the T's can pretty easily take it. Like maybe you need a little bit of patience and you just go there together. I just think that it's just going to be chaos and just grinding out these frags, which means that it's not so much about strategy at a point.
Yeah.
Where like other maps you could do all these like fakes and rotate back and forth. Like Overpass is a great map for that. You could like do a bunch of nades from short B to B and then run up blue door and go to A, or vice versa. Like you have all the potential for fakes, and ENCE tried something against us where they did like a fake at B and the three of them like ran up long A.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's sick. But I don't think you could really do that
Yeah,
on this map.
I think part of that is the size.
Because
so.
yeah, it's a small map, so you
Small,
could hear
yeah.
you
Everything.
can hear movements because it's like all vertical. So if you have a guy mid, you'll hear the rotation. So if they want to make a fake and run around, you're gonna hear it.
All the longest standing maps are like, well, Cache has come under fire, cause I think because it's a little small too, and it feels like it becomes
pretty
more
stale.
more action heavy and less strategical. Whereas like Inferno, it's like damming rotations, overpass damming rotations, barrage damming rotations, and that adds to the map. So I do wonder about the size. And then that means that you're going to use less nades throughout the round just to get to a site. Like on overpass, you got to work on bathrooms, then to the top of bathrooms, and then you spread your nades out accordingly. But with Vertigo, you get right up to the B ramp right away.
Just use everything.
Yeah, so then it's just a ton of nades all at once, and that can make it a bit messy. But I do like mid right now, and it does seem like teams are waiting out. Like good teams are waiting out at mid as a T. They're not running through a Molotov or HE because the CTs can beat them.
Which I think is you can still like rush through as a T. I think that's still viable. You can do flashes through the window and stuff.
You can.
But it's just like, you know, you're gonna go like 1 for 1 or 2 for 2, and it's just like you're 10 seconds into the round, you're gonna be dead, and you're gonna be sitting out for the next 2 minutes, and that's just so boring. As a player, that's boring.
Yeah.
But
Like-
do you think that on average, you think most of the rounds will go the full distance in terms of time, or do you think that?
It feels like not on. It feels like the bomb's going to get planted a lot on this.
You know what I
map,
mean?
so-
Yeah, because like you were saying, right, with the utility and stuff, if you're T, you either stand at T spawn for a minute, just waiting for CT to just like throw your stuff, or
Yeah.
then you just push it fast then, because why not? Because this map is so small anyway. And then if you have this like retake of just a bunch of nades going sideways, right?
Yeah.
I just
So-
feel like this is like a budget nuke.
Do you think that the T's right now, it feels like there's more parity between the sites? Like both, like the Renegades in the first half, they went A sometimes, but they honestly went B, I think, more. Do you think teams are just scared of the new variables with the missing wall as a T coming up the ramp? They're scared.
Maybe it's because like it became meta almost. I think that the orientation of the sight boxes being changed is going to make it a little bit different for like planting, because now
those
you
look
can't
tiny now.
You're not completely safe while you're planting. You're still
Pretty
able
exposed.
to be spammed from somewhere. Like you could plant there, but then you're exposed to the heaven area.
I think
right?
also like
It's
with
like Mirage A site.
I think also with the like the animation when you plant, like once your head ducks up, you're gonna be visible.
Yeah, the slow
Almost
rise.
regardless.
Okay, yeah. But it's like you can't plant safe from both angles anymore.
Yeah. It's going to take some time for teams to figure this map out, and I'm assuming there's going to be significant changes to the map.
To me, this looks so much better than like the last version already from just this small sample size of this map. At
I
least.
like this change a lot, actually. Just
Yeah.
the box change. I haven't seen the rest of that, but just the box change, because it was super annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the main problem that people were saying too. Of like, well, it's just retake.
Yeah.
Because you can't stop the plant. You literally have to push almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They created too much tension on that one angle on the corner of the ramp that everyone was fighting on. So at least that changes it up slightly. But yeah, okay, we've got another right round. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We see Vitality and Renegades picking on both A and B site kind of evenly so far. Here they've spread out, dropped the bomb in the middle.
Yeah.
JKS lining up in HE. I don't know if he was gonna drop that, but okay, small timing, and he doesn't hit a target.
Difference in how they play mid though already. Like Smooya has actually gone really aggressive behind sandbags. That's something Vitality never did on their CT side. He's kind of tucked away in the corner.
Mhm.
It's a hard angle to clear it. Like if you're not going to use a Molotov or something, if you've been too passive.
Can we go back to Smooya? What's he actually doing there? Sandbag out
Kind
on
of
his
hanging
side
out.
of mid.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Just
really
got a
close
headshot
up.
angle. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like
that's-
you can't clear that out unless you have a Molotov like properly. Because like the angle you get moving forward, at least it's not going to be deep enough to clear it entirely.
So, we're taking the bomb. They're actually looking towards B. Mid gets opened up. Or no, Renegades hold on to that. Smooya, where'd he go?
Smooth's rotated back in towards like the doorway. Yeah, there you go.
So he's still in this roaming position. With mid control, he can jump up on the boost, but he doesn't have a teammate there to know for sure that T's aren't coming late. So we'll see if he peeks over. Liaz is going to have a ton of pressure putting on him in the site. He's kind of standing out in the open. Smokes are coming down. It's a good aggressive Molotov here from
boost.
Azur. And he pops up above the molly. It actually allows both of his teammates to get sprayed down. There's a good amount of distraction that comes in. And there's trades across the board, but it's still in favor of the T so far. 3v2, bomb's going to get planted. Smooya answers back. And it looks like he wants to go for the cold jump, but he's not going to do that today. Default plant is in. Yeah, hopefully successful this time, though. Saiwu is going to make this a lot harder for JKS now, who I don't know if he's going to hard clear this close corner, but
Very unlikely.
yeah, it's a big risk here for Zaiwu to go from the default box to moving all the way that far up. So wouldn't it be surprising if he had just missed it. Anyways, 9 to 10. pretty good B take. We saw good B takes.
That was
on
just literally
Renegades.
just a walk-in from Vitality. Did you see how far? I can't remember who it was from Vitality, but they just walked up the bomb side as soon as they came to the
top of the stairs.
Yeah, the left side box. He was already past there, so he had a great position. That's why you saw the double boost.
Yeah.
They were not expecting.
I think
it was
a
RPK.
Molotov.
I think it was Alex actually.
Yeah, Alex was the one pushing around
Yeah,
quad.
you see Alex left side, right?
I think
but
Renegades thought they had more time because they threw down a Molotov.
Exactly. That's why you saw double boost, but Alex was already past all of that. So
Yeah.
like, he got a perfect.
Right now, there's a
setup
lot of
there.
stress on quad because nobody wants to run into an angle where you have to check both sides. You don't want to run into a crossfire, so everyone's trying to go on the
Deep side?
the outmost perimeter of
Yeah,
the
the
site to
wide,
enter.
yeah.
And so everybody's like mollying the back of quad and then running up that way and then trying to trade from within that part of the site. The molly's appearing to be very strong, and even if they smoke that molly, it allows the tees to wrap around at least the first box into the site. And so we saw that on that round, Vitality just threw a smoke to the right in between the generator and the wall and run through the middle of the site. Kind of just walked in, like you said.
I'm very curious about how that boost would have looked, though. Like, if they actually get an angle above the smokes from entrance to bomb site.
That's a good question. If you double boost over a smoke on the floor, you can see over top of it properly, right? Yeah. So I was wondering if you need elevated ground at all, but don't think so.
All right, still time to figure that out. Renegades might go back to it. And Alex is playing the dirtiest angle on Vertigo. So hard to actually dive from that position.
Yeah.
And, well, the B-bomb set has been given up, and Apex will shortly announce that to his teammates. We'll see the bomb make a swing.
I know Art loved opping mid. I want to know if there's going to be more ops in general, because it's wide open. There's a lot of. It's not a very hard map to op on, I think.
Well, this round won't be leading us anywhere too exciting. Hunting the last two CT players. Pretty sure the last one will go down as well. We're all tied up. It's going to be 10-10, but Vitality on the T side, keeping 4 players alive there. Certainly have somewhat of an advantage going forward. We'll see if they can maintain it, though. Here comes the AWP of Smooya. 14 kills to his name, looking to add a few more this round. Interest, can we keep it on Smooya for this start of the round at least? It'll be interesting to see his flight path, where he's looking to hold. Plenty of angles, like Launders said. Middle is a good starting point. You can jump up towards the window, take a peek down towards B. You can fall back on that quite quickly. We'll have a look as to where he positioned himself.
You gotta ask DJ nicely, by the way.
No, you don't actually have to. He kind of respects commanding voice, authoritative.
But he didn't Henry say that he wanted to see a specific person?
I did
you know
just say that, yeah. I'm not saying it.
Yeah. DJ, yeah, see.
Bit of a protester.
Oh, he said who?
Yeah, who?
Smooya.
No, it's too late now, DJ.
Yeah, okay, next
Go
round.
back to
They're boosting up through the smoke, though, so this is interesting. I'm actually kind of curious if CTs can use that, like find a smoke. Oh, that's the boost working out.
There's another person there. Oh, wow, that actually bites him in the butt.
Yeah. Big time.
I'm a little bit curious about.
Was that deep smoke possible to use that mid without the wall missing?
Like the deep spawn.
The tease through it, like deep into mid.
Yeah, you could do that through the window. That was above.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm curious about the. Obviously, we saw the smoke being used there for Vitality to be able to get a boost, or plenty of people up on the railing at least to push through. But I'm curious if you could see like CTs finding a smoke that lands on top of the sandbag to kind of drop down into it behind sandbags, depending on how the timing works, and then you just like toss a ton of flashes down ramp that's going to land behind whatever CT is dropping in for like a quick pick. Obviously, it's going to be hard to get him out of there, but it could be like a cool aggressive strat.
You can definitely see that there's so many ways to look down the ramp now that teams are doing the triple boost. They're looking just roaming behind the back of the site. You can actually boost up and see over the default box itself and look down. So there's a number of ways of just kind of testing the waters. You're seeing like how it's being reacted to, and it feels like a lot of these gimmicky kills are going to be especially good right now in this best of one where there's not much data on the map. And we'll see which one of those angles get eliminated as the map progresses. But in the meantime, it's appearing to be very favorable to try that. That being said, Vitality are having successful A-takes. So it'll be on the Renegades to make the next move. And we've got Smooya Cam.
Here we go. We've got it. We'll see what he's up to. Nothing too aggressive. He's watching towards the scaffolding position. It's one of the rounds as well where his orb, you'd expect it to maybe be a little active at the start, considering he needed like an opening pick, but it's understanding that he could definitely hold back, wait for a commitment, see what he can do, and pick them off. I like the look of this though from Vitality. They've got this B execution coming in. The Molotov towards quad as well. Oh, it's overwhelming.
Wow.
Flushing out the CTs, and that should be the round unless the Deagle can do some serious damage. JKS just can't reach the AK. It's going to cost him his life. Ooh, nice work.
Op recovered. Shot goes in. It's a bit off by a few degrees, and the repeak is in from Apex to protect the bomb planter, so no one's going to rush him on the default box. That was cool.
Nice executes
they
here.
kept it simple, and they smoked the wall off at A, so they just replaced it. They made a fake wall.
No, that's super sick. And that one you said could be thrown from T-spawn?
I don't even know. Yeah, I guess
that
it
was
did.
super
Yeah,
fast,
it
right?
was
You saw
fast.
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's scary if that's possible. That's that's source level grenade usage. That's more in Source. It was like no skyboxes, right?
No,
so
no
you could
skybox,
you could throw crazy ass.
You had a lot of you had a lot. Yeah, you could.
That was part of the
example,
reason
in
Existence,
T-spawn.
which is a good caller, right? Because you get so creative with the
In
strategies.
T-spawn, you can smoke off cat, you can smoke into B. You know, it's like really, you can smoke off plat from B, for example. You rushed in like from T-spawn, where you run over there.
Yeah.
So like when you run into the tunnel over to B, it's already smoked.
Yeah,
It's already
like
smoked, yeah.
Dusty, we used to have a strap in T-spawn. We could smoke window of B bomb site, the door. You could flash in, and you could just send like a couple of people in for a fake, and you could fall back to lower and go towards A.
Yeah.
There was some crazy stuff you could do with that. Like
Yeah.
you had to sit there and grind it out and learn
It made it fun. So, for example, on Inferno, the old one, you could smoke, B from alt mid and CS:GO, right? And that's like the fake, right? And it was super cool because it made the rotation. Let's say they had stacked 2A or CT.
Oh, the top car smoke, or like the half wall smoke.
No, not
now.
even the top car. Like into B
Yeah.
on the old Inferno from alt mid, from second mid.
Yeah, yeah.
You jump in, throw it, and you cover spawn. So like if they have 2 CTs left and they have one CT spawn and one play A, now their call is made. Oh, I'm smoked off spawn. A rotate is now gone and A is clear. In Source, we had a lot of that. Like you could do that on almost any map.
Smoke any part of the map.
You get
Exactly.
really
So there was a
creative.
lot of like, okay, there's a smoke here, but like in all reality, he could really still be anywhere on the map.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any problems with more of that, to be
No,
honest.
it calls
so.
for a lot of cool plays, right? Because it's more fakes in these like one-on-X situations.
Well,
That made it possible.
It adds to the longevity of the map, right?
Yeah,
People get better.
that's why there was a controversial comment Fallen made just as CS:GO came out. He
Oh,
said
yeah.
he felt like Source was a more tactical game than 1.6, and everyone hated that because it was just the general consensus the game's bad. But like, there was some weight to it. Anyway,
No, I agree, 100%.
let's get into this situation. The B bomb site being overran right now. Vitality, a man down. But here comes MBK trying to make his way towards the servers. Smoke there, but it's just about to dissipate, so he might be able to push through and steal away a couple of kills here potentially. He's seen the trajectory of the smoke come through. First kill comes in. He knows the second player's there, but up.
Oh, you can get up.
Oh, he's on his head.
What?
Hello.
What was he even? Oh, he's just trying to clear mid while he was crouched on. Man, if JKS even tried to stand up, he would know. And so I would take the risk of just kind of making that go
Making
as
a
long as
big
possible.
baller.
Let's complete this round, man. Let's make this 1v3 happen. It'll be all part of the clip.
13 seconds.
We can cut the running out. Yeah, he's on down to 10. He'll have to run in, kill
Bomb
somebody
first.
while running, and get the bomb down. Or
bomb
just go for the
first.
plant right away. Oh my God! He's actually. There's a chance. 1 second. No. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. That was.
Smooya, that could have
Liaz.
been it.
Yeah. Liaz died. Smooya showed himself. He took a bit of damage.
Damn.
Can you imagine if that's the way
I
it went
could have.
down?
Yeah, I could imagine.
Close.
God damn it. That would've been spicy. I kind of wanted it.
I know.
Oh.
We need a round like that, I feel like. We need a 1-on-3 to wake us up.
We do
You
need
know,
a
like,
bit
we
of
need
excitement.
Maybe some jumping yaks.
Jumping
yaks.
yaks.
Jumping
Yeah.
yaks.
Yeah.
Wake up a little bit.
That's Fifflaren, former Ninjas in Pyjamas player.
Enjoy.
It's been cool to see how much Vitality has just changed it up. I mean, Renegades did it too.
Oh, Leah's done the drop down from CT.
Yeah, he went
so
fast.
we can walk to the right hand side, drop down on the railing, sneak by with
If they
flashbang.
clear this, they're cheating,
won't check
right?
it. Yeah, exactly. It's such a new thing. This is one of the things we worked on at home, but you have to do like a couple of flashes,
HenryG's
Molotov
like
the
the
steps, and you got to
Vertigo
like
here.
go in blind and drop down.
So here's my question, Henry.
Yeah.
Since you guys looked into this at home,
Yeah.
did you try all the all the sites and stuff? Did you feel like
Chad
A
and
is
I,
more like for
we
you?
would spend 2 days playing A, 2 plays playing B, and then like a day both playing middle as well. Yeah, we
Okay,
kind
so
of.
and then you both felt like A is more for us.
Well, we felt like we could be more impactful because we're such innovators at the A bomb side. We felt like we had to show the world how it was done.
Or
Okay.
first responders there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I want to make a video of the play Chad and I came up with, but might not be as relevant now with the broken wall there. Kind
Could
of breaks
do
my
it for
heart.
posterity. You know, you could tell people about how you kind
Yeah,
of
just a legacy
lay the flag
thing.
down on the map. Yeah.
You changed the game for a week.
Yeah,
Right.
indeed.
And here's Sun is why they changed the map because
Yeah, these guys broke it. It was too much.
Okay, so will they go for the boost again?
Oh,
Smooya's
yeah.
got this tight angle, corner of the smoke. He sees somebody, but now they're clearing it. It's Ibu. I mean, that Apex was the one who was kind of championing that in the first half, so they're going to be a bit more aware in this situation. Bombus gets reloaded, and JKS gets killed in the middle of being in that reload animation. Falls down on this boost. Oh my god, bullied right through the grating.
Cyber's definitely been running around on this
My
map.
goodness. I thought he looked pretty uncomfortable in the first half.
Yeah.
He was like dying a lot on the A site, but I think new maps are always a little T-sided because you can just be really annoying.
You don't really know what works.
Yeah.
Especially with that broken wall being just like it's gone now. You saw that one round. You probably like the flash he threw. Didn't really know the angle down towards the ramp either.
I was like,
this is
like probably good.
Yeah, this makes sense. Let's try it out.
Back to A. Minute 45. Couple walking up the ramp, and this.
Oh, aggressive push.
Yeah, this is pretty much an eco to get
double.
to 14-11. They're invested somewhat. But that's the mid push shut down. Info will be traded. Might not even need a plant in this situation. CTs are being quite peaky. LMS, JKS.
They'll do well to win this one.
Very well.
Very well. 5-1, no armor. Would have done.
It's always the most
God's
fun
work
way
there.
to die.
Wow.
14-11.
Remember, Vitality's pick, so they are expected to win. What was the second map? Is Overpass or something like that?
Kind of critical that Renegades win this map too, though, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
So.
I'll have that up for you very shortly, Henry.
Thank you.
Can
Statsman
we,
Ben.
DJ, can we get a tab hit? I just want to know.
Mirage.
Well, makes sense.
makes
Renegades
sense.
are playing
They got one rifle round in this half so far.
Yeah.
So they got the 2 pistols, 1 rifle round. Pistol anti-eco and a rifle.
But it's not like Vitality are just abusing one bomb site.
No,
to-
they're being very
shaking things
creative.
up. It's actually
Man, they're pushing
pretty
here. I'm surprised at how much people are still coming around the corner for these fights when the walls open up now. But
I guess it's
to each
shut
his
down
own.
with one smoke, right? That soon that smoke's down, that one there. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing, really.
That's true. It is a T-smoke.
It's it's good because it wastes the T smoke, so they can't execute as heavily,
Yeah.
right? But they do. As long as they keep it smoked, it's essentially the same.
Yeah. And then RPK kind of walks along this boost. It's Renegades get the opening kill. Game's definitely not over. You can expect a lot of innovation even within these rounds from the Renegades as they're learning about what Vitality want to do.
Ooh, JKS.
But it looks like the T's have evacuated the B site for the most part. There's going to be one lurker here coming across the outside, and JKS doesn't seem like he's going to be cleared. So that's an opening kill. He's also going to go ahead and very smartly look for information on top of this, tell his teammates they're prepared, they get a kill, and it looks like the late mid is not going to be successful.
New look, though.
A new look indeed. And this is the question. After this, Vitality, are they going to go back to what they did before? Because now they've done something new that didn't work.
Might be the case. Zaiwu, 1v5.
This would really earn HenryG's respect if he won this, I can tell. Oh.
Why my respect, specifically? But it would have done, you're right.
See you mentally nodding there.
You are the Vertigo expert here on the couch.
I don't... Well, you're the nuke expert, so I'm the...
No, that's what I mean. So that's why
I'm the
like
Vertigo expert,
Yeah,
you're the
so
nuke
you get
expert.
the approval stamp of if someone does something sick on Vertigo, because then you feel... I feel like you can like talk about it and be like, yeah, the reason why that was sick was because of this.
I guess... Mohan, you can handle like surf maps
I
and
got
stuff.
moving. I got movement. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, that applies to real games too. You don't have to... Oh, you like surfing, bruh?
I'm just busting your balls.
Yeah, good thing they're really robust, so...
They are. They're strong. That's one thing I've always said about
You know,
you.
for yourself, yeah.
That's the one angle I hate about this map.
Yeah, when you walk
These
around,
steps.
yeah.
That gives me anxiety every time I go around that corner. It's
Yeah.
like, God, this is the worst angle to check.
Yeah. Okay. And the CTs are now, they're not really playing the right side because the mollies are coming into quad and stuff like that. But if they respect this too much, isn't it so powerful for the Ts to get in? They're definitely about to execute, so we'll find out. One of them's going to be standing behind a smoke. One of them's going to be open the duel. The guy right now near the grating at the edge of the bomb site. But what is the response going to be? They're going to probably get a couple of flashes, but they can't just completely turtle up and let the site go. Or
That's
can
what
they?
I
I
thought
mean,
about
it's...
with Vitality too. They do have this one guy in the middle that's holding off the rotation, even though Renegades have 3 on site.
Man, they've got 2 CTs that are pretty much useless right now.
No,
They're just
but
sitting in spawn.
I prefer this though, because if you play towards quad on the bomb site, you're so vulnerable to all this shit that's going to fly in right now.
No,
right?
I
Like, what
agree.
can you do?
I was thinking mid.
So let's see what happens in this retake. But you're better off just like replying of your own
boy.
utility. It's going to be scrappy. You can see it's not the most beautiful CS.
Oh
like
my
it
God.
doesn't look wonderful.
You can see the idea, though.
Sure,
but,
but like it worked out, pretty badly for them. You're right. That's like you can see all the Molotovs come through. I guess you can either extinguish them upon arrival, or you play the retake like they were. But
I'm with you. I think I get why they don't want to fight right away because retakes are possible on B site.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking with the other two people, why not have them doing something at mid because then they can abuse that Tetris boost.
Yeah, sure.
So
and
then
pincer in like this,
they could pincer in, they could flank, and then the T's are not just thinking, oh, we get it in the site for free. We don't even have to worry about mid at all. Vitality didn't even have anyone playing mid, so they could have played around that area for free if they were Renegades. Just had one smoke down. Ops are so powerful up there as well. But we didn't see them test that today, and it could be the last round of the game. It's Renegades at least getting one here. They get the 5v4 early. JKS, who has kind of been the one roaming around the A site. Don't know if that's the case right now. Yeah, he's in a... he almost moved into a spot where he couldn't be seen, but with him dying that early, will it be too late? About even on health. As we move in, Smooya gets a very important optal. Boost comes in, that's good. Bomb gets dropped. Last man alive from Vitality is on the A site, coming late up the ramp. Dink into Liaz. There's maybe 50 health between them. I think Alex is still kind of in an advantage in that regard. He can potentially collect the bomb, but he's got to find these CTs, which is the much more difficult part. Now, he knows someone was boosted previously. There was someone in a retake position, and that was a triple peak waiting to happen. So good setup here from the Renegades, considering HP was so low.
All right, still match point, though, for Vitality. So uphill battle for Renegades.
We haven't had an overtime in a couple of days.
Yeah, we didn't have a single one yesterday.
Yeah, let's bring them back.
All the rounds and some bonus rounds.
Everyone's got what they need. They've got the op duel. Zywoo's picked up the op. This is the first time in this half?
I want to say yes.
They haven't really messed with it. It seems like they're kind of trying stuff now. Just after mentioning that Renegades had only won one rifle round, they picked up 2 since then, so it's looking up. Renegade stock through the roof at the moment in the last quarter of the game. A bit stronger now. Jacob's got a new look on mid. Hopefully they hold on to this. I really feel like there's some... It's getting a lack of attention for
needs
right
a bit
now.
of love.
Yeah, it needs a little love. Zywoo, this would be interesting. Oh, opt to walk up to cut off mid. Oh, but he lets the shot fire off. Didn't expect that. They're using that maybe just to create a distraction. So
well, he's getting out of there.
T's are making noise now. Apex, yeah, he's let go of the shift key. He is just here to make it seem like there's a lot of presence, but there really is just him. Depends if they act on this right now, but it looks like Vitality are more focused on mid. Okay.
They've adjusted that middle area slightly as well. I don't think that was an angle before with this power. Either way, good shot from MBK. He's known for him. He'll be taking down the first player towards middle. And you can see isolated towards the B side. CT's tentative once again. That's where Vitality will finish up. It's a 4-on-4. Each team has one player who's low. Snacks corner. Well, one CT will reside. Flash goes in. It's a decent pick from Liaz, and he'll live to fight another day as well. I don't think Alex will survive this. This is actually looking very good for Renegades now. 25 seconds remaining. Zywoo waiting for the smoke to go down. Doesn't really have time on his side, I'm afraid. And, well, even less so now. He'll have to fall back and try and save the weapon.
I wonder what the play was there. Maybe the way they see it is that the mid-rotators are quickly going to be the A players, so if they put some attention at A, they're pulling a mid guy, and they come through. I mean, it works. They get MBK comes out. He kills Jacob, who's alone.
This is dangerous. Actually, I really don't like this round from Vitality because here it puts them in a situation where they're forced to go back to B, the B execute that worked. This is the last round. They're, you know, like in the sense of like what actually worked and what can we do. The only real option here is that B execute again. If you look at all the balls
that makes sense. So now it's like a little obvious.
But yeah, it's very obvious, right? If this happened the round previously, at least they have this last round to maybe do something new. If this is a call for Renegades, you have to stack these B bombs out a little bit more here.
That's a good point. You kind of paint yourself into a corner as an IGL sometimes when you set up the future rounds, even if you're not planning to lose, but you're like just in case.
But they're trying to do something new. I like this. I like this approach from Vitality.
Fast towards mid. That same smoke comes out nice and early. They've got a good lineup for that.
Strong smoke.
Yeah.
The boost isn't. It's a difficult position to find multiple kills. They are ready for it. That smoke's down. Where else are you going to be looking, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. They had nothing else to distract them. They have one person watching one side, and the one person just watching over top of the smoke the whole time. Okay, so that was mid control, allows him to get a faster rotate.
That's such a massive pick, though, because there's so much time available. It's going to bait out a lot of utility from the CTs, and they're going to have to go investigating somewhere. They need a bit of intel here.
Back to B.
Same again.
But they did, I like this from Vitality. They did that fast mid push
They got the
initially,
kill.
and that because it's a change, right? But they still go back to what worked now with the B execute, with the ball spin in the back of the bomb side, with the smoke grenades.
But now with the
this
5v4.
is such a it's a great play by Vitality here because of that little small
They're
change.
smoking out. Or they're mollying out that
He has
position
his
they had
position,
difficult
though.
with. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do well here. He's going to do very well. Oh, maybe not.
He turned from a flash. Shot
Wow, it's
misses.
done.
Jesus, that's it.
Yeah.
This is a must-win game for Renegades as well, right?
Definitely.
So, Vitality, they're already through. They're going to be 8-1 now. So that's going to be the end of Renegades, and I think their hopes as well are making it to the playoffs. That had to be a win for them. So that's going to be a really disappointing way to finish it. Round 30 as well. Looked like they're really on their feet towards the end there.
Look at the amount of kills different. Like for a 16-14 game, you've got 3 players over 20 on Vitality. No one's touching 20 for the Renegades. They came close by without getting kills, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, in those later rounds, and just the majority of that T half was like a lot of opening duels went for Vitality.
You'd still like even when the B bomb side is obviously something that Renegades needs to have a look at because even though like one of the rounds as you mentioned, what do Vitality go to? When they need a round, it was the B bomb side that was the answer. But like Renegades caught on to that at certain points. Like at one stage, they had the boost on the inside of the generator towards the wall. They had 4 players on that B bomb side and got a single kill after 4 people had died off of a Molotov, and like they just weren't set up to deal with basically the cutoff for angles that they had from Vitality because of the smokes and also the being pressured out of positions from Molotovs. So I don't know. Like it felt like Renegades just didn't have a good answer for what to do once they lost control of B.
Still, decent game though.
Yeah.
I was like Vertigo. It's the first time we've seen it this tournament. You have to bear in mind, guys, that Renegades not only playing with stand-in, this is the new version of the map. Like it's not like either team's going to be particularly well versed in it.
A lot of
Vitality
asterisks.
definitely had some nice set pieces. They understood the smokes and Molotovs, but this is not even the final version of the map, right? It's not going to like you're going to spend a lot of resources into getting
There's
everything.
going to be more changes.
There's going to be a lot of
Man,
changes.
we moved in the right direction though.
Yeah,
that was
great,
way
yeah.
more fun to watch than the last time I watched
was,
Vertigo.
That
Oh my
wasn't a
God.
complete disaster. It
Yeah.
wasn't the same old story of going towards A. All the smoke's down. You could see they've actually those changes have had that effect. We're seeing the B bomb side was about as equal as the A side, right? We're seeing it between
They
both,
actually
like-
went towards it.
Yeah, so that was cool. So Vertigo wasn't a complete waste of time. It's getting better.
Yep.
And hopefully it will continue to do so. We have Mirage next, a bit of a Renegade staple, but as we said, at this stage, probably going to be playing for the cash only. $1,500 for winning the map. They can't go through anymore. I think themselves and Ghost are confirmed to go out. But Vitality looking to go through as #1 seed. So they're going to do everything they can to win that as well and get some extra cash.
Listen, that's a nice steakhouse and drinks. So
Exactly, right? That's a nice meal right there.
they got nothing
A
else
real
to
nice
do.
meal.
Yeah, I don't know where you eat, Henry. That's it's a lot of meals for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Taco Bell.
We're going to throw it over to break. We'll be back with Mirage, which is, like we said, Renegades, one of their home maps. Hopefully, it's going to be a real close and exciting affair, just like Vertigo. We hope you'll join us. We'll see you in a minute.
Bye-bye.